Hey, Internet, you know what time it is. Fourshade Studios podcast time.
Amen, boys.
It's episode 14, and today we've got Blake Bodenhammer,
That's me.
Devin Devon,
Hi.
and me, Brock Computer, talking about stuff.
How many gym badges have you given out this week?
Only two.
How many 5-year-olds have gone through your gym and destroyed you?
Onyx is feeling it. He's a little rocky right now.
Can we get a weekly update on that every time we do the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
How many gym badges you've given out to little kids?
Are you trying to hurt me inside? Because you're hurting me inside.
Yes.
Maybe that's what you should pass out at like Halloween. Just like rock badges.
That would actually
Just
be
like rocks? That's a great idea. And then kids could throw them back through my windows.
No, put like hot glue,
Oh, and like a little pin.
a safety pin on the back of it.
Okay, nerds. Kids of today do not know anything about boulder badges, so
That's true.
Oh man, I said rock badge.
You said rock badge? Ew. Who are you?
Dead inside.
Do you even know the TM that Brock gives you?
Oh man, I don't remember.
Do you know Brock? You better know.
Look at
I
his
hope
face, he
it's
doesn't
Rock
know.
Smash.
It's Bide.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, TM, not HM.
Yeah.
Look at that.
HM's that early?
I don't
Also,
know.
they were Rock Smash was a TM back then.
True.
So I was right. See, I know things.
But no, you actually get Rock Smash in Vermilion City, I
Do
think.
you?
Yeah, in like a random house.
I don't trust anything you say right now, so.
You don't even need it, so I've never used it.
So, since there's so much Pokemon news this week, I think we
Good segue.
I think Pokemon is pretty similar to another series that we all have very near and dear to our hearts, thanks to rolling around at the speed of sound.
Sonic is everyone's favorite Pokemon.
What type is he?
They're both animals that kill things.
Well, according to the new trailer, he's electric type.
That's so true.
Is Sonic Pikachu's fourth cousin twice removed?
He's Pika Blue. He's the fabled
Oh,
Pika
God.
Blue. You remember when that old man says, like, "You're right, you went and evolved"? Sonic confirmed. Sonic 2020 or whenever this movie's coming out.
I think it's coming out this year.
2019? I was too invested in all the other stuff that was happening to even pay attention to the release date.
Okay, so let's back up here. We're talking about the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie starring Fuzzy Sonic, Jim Carrey
Yeah.
as Dr. Thin Man, and
Thin Man. I guess you're right. He doesn't really have an egg shape at that point.
And yeah, they released the trailer for this, and we had seen a picture of Sonic, like a couple months ago, but I didn't really believe it was going to be that bad when they released the picture. It was like, maybe this is a leak, maybe they're going to fix it. And then this week we got a trailer, and out of 5, I would give it 0 rings out of 5 rings.
I'm about at the same spot.
It's not good.
Well, like, to me, do you remember when they first showed like the it wasn't a trailer, but what you were talking about earlier, it was just like a movie poster type thing.
Of his legs on the bridge.
I'm thinking of something else,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Maybe it was like a fan made thing that I saw, but what I'm thinking of was it looked in the same art style, but it was like a silhouette of him.
Okay, yeah.
But you couldn't tell any of the features, and everyone was like trying to make their own fan design with this shape that we were given, but it was still like the super like lanky, long arms, long legs, like Sonic that was in the trailer. So I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, those proportions are really gross and unsettling. I don't like it.
It literally looks like a guy in like a onesie.
That's what I
Like
was
those
just
are the
thinking.
proportions.
Yep.
He actually kind of reminds me of the old mascot for Honeycomb cereal. I don't know if you remember that.
I kind of like that. What is it?
I'm
Like, what
trying
is?
to.
Is it
It's
like
a
a monster?
ball with fur that I don't know. Either way,
Okay.
it doesn't look like a hedgehog, and it doesn't look like a Sonic. So
It doesn't look like a Sonic.
and
Ew, this thing.
Oh yeah, that kind of. Okay, I
Oh,
know. We pulled up the
ew.
honeycomb mascot, and yes, it kind of is that.
I literally have not looked at that in 20 years, but I know I'm 100% right.
Yes, it's very accurate.
What even is that? Like, what does that? Why not a bee?
That kind of looks like Sonic.
What is that?
It's honeycomb.
What's
It's
that?
deliciousness. Anyway, they're not making a honeycomb movie, so back to Sonic.
Oh dang! I thought it
As
was
a
Snoop.
huge, and by huge I mean I tolerate him, Jim Carrey fan, I even didn't like him as Dr. Eggman, which is
Yeah, I didn't either, which I feel weird about because like I usually feel like I like Jim Carrey in all of his movies, but like this just feels so weird. Like I get that I don't have a problem with his appearance because like you see that little like teaser thing at the end where he
yeah.
actually looks like Eggman, which I'm guessing this is kind of like an origin story or something, like a precursor to his Eggman form or something.
Isn't
But
he technically Robotnik, or is he? He has the
I
name Robotnik.
I can never remember what
Okay.
that relationship even is.
Okay. Yeah, we'll ignore that anyway.
But just his character, like, it's just weird. Like when they showed the scene where it first introduced him and he was talking to like the army general or whatever, and he was like basically a robot. Did you like get that feel that he was like a robot?
A little bit. I mean, that wasn't my first thought, but
Like I'm
No,
not even saying like robotic acting. I'm actually saying like it seems like they are portraying him as a robot.
I didn't really get that. I just thought he was being like a weird guy, like Jim Carrey always is.
Well, it's like the thing. It's like so hard to like know. Is this just him like being wacky Jim Carrey, or is like what is his character?
I don't think he played through Sonic Adventure Battle 2 and then thought, well, I need to be this guy. I think someone handed him a script and said, you're the bad guy. Go. And that's what happened.
I do kind of wonder like what they gave him, if anything, for like source material. Like,
Because he's a method actor.
yeah, like he.
What?
Even though he like plays the same character in every single movie, he's a method actor, and so like he lives as
lives
his
his
character
role.
in real life.
Did he kidnap orphans for a series of unfortunate events? Because that makes so much sense.
Probably. So
He's a
I don't even
weirdo.
know. Like I just like, picture like them taking all of the cutscenes from like Sonic games where like Eggman is actually 3D rendered and like has dialogue if anything, and like they're like, hey, watch this, get this character down.
Devin, I know what I want you to draw.
Okay.
Someone or something with the Eggman like face and mustache.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
I'm just like I just keep looking at the still from the trailer where like all the missiles are coming at Sonic and he's like sitting there like checking his watch because now like he freezes time, I guess he's so fast.
Yeah.
But it literally looks like a guy in blue sweatpants.
you're supposed to relate to him.
Like I'm covering up the top half right now, and it just looks like someone like walking through Walmart like with big red shoes and like blue sweatpants.
Yeah, I hope they at least give him like absurd shoes, but if I recall correctly, they're like actual Nikes, so it looks almost like a product.
Yeah. Well,
So,
did you see the like the fan render thing that I sent you?
I did. I don't remember exactly what you're talking about. The one where they fix his eyes.
Yeah, I'm highlighting it in the notes right now, but yeah, like they fix his eyes. They just fix all the proportions basically. They've like shortened his torso so it's more rounded and less like humanoid. They
Oh,
make like his
I
hands
haven't seen
bigger.
one this this changed, but yeah, this is much better. I don't
This
even
is
need the proportions to be that much different, but
yeah,
the
like and they
face.
really like his height really there's really not well, I guess maybe it is. It's because this is kind of from a different perspective. But yeah, this is from Twitter I found. It's a guy named Edward Pun One. That's the handle if you guys want to look that up. But it's like it's on the left is the actual trailer artwork or rendering, and then on the right is like a he redid it. But yeah, it's like much shorter. The legs still look really long, but it's
They're
like in the
supposed to,
style of Sonic, you know?
yeah, the shoes are a little bit bigger, and actually the fur kind of works. The
Yeah, like
more I look at this, the more I actually kind of like it.
right.
We need to hire this person to be on their team. Do the fixed version of Sonic.
Yeah, so what's this fixed version? Because I hadn't heard of that.
Well, okay, I saw this kind of mock-up today of this Edward Pun One guy. He remade it, and then like later in the day when I was just looking at some news about it, the director Jeff Fowler actually came out, and I'll just go ahead and read his um, thing he came out with. He basically responded because of all like the criticism you've seen on the internet. He says the message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. So
Cool.
I feel like that's a lot to
I
change,
know.
though. That's your main character.
And like if it's gonna be released in 2019 too, like that's a lot of work to get done in a short period of time.
I mean, I'm not claiming to be an animation expert or anything, but as far as I'm aware, being changing like the model of a character that's already been animated wouldn't be like a complete
Right.
redo, right? I feel like that's possible, especially if it's just like, the eyes or something.
Yeah, it's like to me I guess it depends on how much of a rework is actually going to have to take place.
I don't think his body's going to change types or anything like your um example there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he finally has one eye or the big eyes again or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Help
I
a
guess
lot.
there is like a lot they could do with keeping kind of like the same frame, but throwing like basically like a new skin over that frame.
Right.
Like
So that's fun.
it's not that easy, like obviously, but
It's doable.
yeah.
I
But I don't know.
I finished your request.
I knew it was gonna be Poe. I mean, I tried to open it up, but like,
It's Dr. Pobotnik.
Dr. Pobotnik, evil deranged scientist.
Mhm.
I'm not sure the proportions are really that good. I think he should have longer legs and more stylized.
Yeah, an electric fur.
Okay,
Okay.
round two.
No, no, don't do that.
Why? Gotta
Because
go
we
something.
need new drawings, new things.
Yeah.
You can't repeat the same old trick all the forever.
Right.
So anyway, are we done ranting about Sonic?
I guess.
Okay,
I
so
just looked up that it's supposed to come out in November, which
okay,
that's pretty quick.
yeah, it
That's
is.
what, 6 months from now?
Yeah,
So if they're gonna redo all the CG, they've got a lot ahead of them, I think.
they can't make it worse though. Know that.
I mean, I feel like people are gonna hate it regardless.
Yes,
Like,
of course.
there's fans that they're gonna change it, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh, this one is even worse."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're probably gonna take all this feedback and make it like objectively better, but who knows what people are gonna say.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a kind of wrap up question then. If
Okay.
this movie gets average reviews, will you see it?
I'm probably honestly gonna see it regardless.
No, you took away my punchline.
No, I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah, so even if it's average, of course I'm gonna see it. If it's absolutely pitiful, I'm still gonna see it because why not? It's worth
Yeah,
$8.
there's like novelty to it. I feel like I've seen like all the other like crappy video game movies at this point, so like why not? This is just like another notch to the belt.
Yep. I feel like they know that too.
I, that's the thing that sucks. It's like every video game movie is terrible. Like
That's gonna change next Thursday.
I next Thursday, what comes out next Thursday?
Is it Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, that shows how much I've been keeping up with that movie.
I just realized it today. But yeah,
I
it's
guess, yeah,
now.
we should see that.
Yeah,
I
Actually,
am gonna watch it.
we have.
We have like a movie pass. We have a free
Yeah.
movie pass, so there you go.
I'll see it at 6 p.m. on release day, just like that other movie that everyone's talking about.
And what is that?
I can't say it.
Sonic and Knuckles. Oh, do you think they're? This is what I was talking to Devin about. Do you think they're gonna, if this movie does anything, do you think they're gonna make a sequel with Tails in it?
I mean, that's a given. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go bold and say that Knuckles and Tails are going to make a cameo in this movie.
That's what I was also curious about. Like,
Mm.
how much of the universe are they gonna get into?
I don't feel like they do it this time, but if they do make a sequel, both will make a cameo and probably just like a bunch of other characters.
Probably.
Like they definitely will have a Shadow cameo.
I don't
at
know
some
if they
I
have.
mean, maybe without
I feel
shadows.
like they could. I feel like Shadow could be like the main antagonist for like the next movie.
I feel like Biggs the cat needs to be there because he's
Dude,
Biggs.
I just want
Amy.
I want to see Rouge the Bat.
Amy
That's
sucks.
They can't put Rouge the Bat in it. They'd
It's
have
too
to do
adult.
like a R rating.
But yeah, I don't think there's going to be a sequel, so that's probably.
I don't think this movie will go anywhere.
Well, you know, it has gone somewhere since release. I don't know. I'm trying to transition.
Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. And specifically, Smash Bros. Now has like Sonic crossover stages, even more so. I've seen a ton of them on the new and Stage Builder.
Yeah, Stage Builder is definitely something. I've seen the weirdest stuff on Stage Builder.
First of all, have you built anything?
I haven't built anything. No.
Nor have I. I haven't even.
I've like only just like reaped the benefits of other people's stuff.
People are.
I feel like I did that in Mario Maker also. I like made like one thing in Mario Maker, then I was like, you know, I just like playing. I don't I don't want to design.
I don't even remember you making something. I feel like that
It's
would
like
be
crappiest state.
I made something on yours.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I
But
think if I were to play games like that, I would probably get really into making stages or levels or whatever. I don't know. That's always like my favorite
I
part.
feel like that is like what you do.
It's like The Sims. I spend most of my time designing characters and building their houses, and then I never actually play them.
Or like, yeah, like whenever we'll be playing any game, I feel like your favorite part is the character customization.
Oh. Mm-hmm. He always like asks me
I'm
to
just
design
make my
his
character for me.
characters.
And then you use it no matter what to make Poe.
It's like make this character for
Yes.
me that the camera is actually going to be positioned behind, so then I never even see them at all.
Yep. Yep.
So that I can see the back of their head.
Yep.
Gotta make the back perfect then.
Exactly. What is the weirdest stage you've seen?
Weirdest?
That is PG rated.
I was gonna say the very first day I'm gonna use this word because I can't think of a better one, flabbergasted at the stuff that Nintendo somehow let on there.
Yeah.
How?
Same. I was like, well, it's like I don't even know how they can police some of that stuff without going through every single stage.
They don't need to go through every single stage. They have like 40 stages on the top stages. Let's not
I
put
guess, yeah. I guess they could police like the main, like what you're saying, like the
Yeah.
top stages. I feel like that could be a pretty easy task since there's only a limited amount. There will always be people making like just crazy vulgar
Yeah.
whatever.
And to be honest, I don't really care. I just find it hilarious that they somehow decide not to. So besides that, the my favorite design for a stage so far has been the Bob-omb Battlefield
Oh yeah,
interpretation one,
that was cool. I saw that one.
which that it does a good job of being playable while still definitely having the theme.
Mm-hmm.
And it allows me to listen to that sweet music,
Oh yeah.
which is literally the greatest song in the game, aside from the other 200 greatest songs in the game.
And those being
Rolling around at the speed of sound, got places to go.
I agree with that.
Actually, but my favorite stage to actually play on so far, I can't think of one right now. Give me a second. You say something.
Well, like, okay, the weirdest stage that I saw, or I guess the funniest to me was it was like the Patrick Star one where his head is stuck in the drum and like it actually moves.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was hilarious. But I thought like the coolest designed one that I saw, or like I guess like probably the most fun to actually play on because of mechanics was like it was basically like a ring that you play inside of, and there's like the little lava hazards around the outside, and the ring is spinning around, so you're like you're trying to fight, but you're also trying to like dodge stuff at the same time. So you have to like I guess time jumps or dodges to get past. I don't know. And like you can really rack up your percentage because you're in like a ring that obviously is keeping you like contained, but if you get super hurt, the lava will either just like disintegrate you, or like I've seen in some stages, if you hit a seam between blocks that you've made at like a super like fast rate, you'll just go through the seam. So that's like another way you can die. So I don't know.
Devin?
You see any cool stages?
I mean, I just like see the ones that you look at on YouTube, or that you play. I guess there was one I saw that was like a laundry machine, washing machine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to play on that, but it was neat.
I remember
the Patrick Star one.
I have a Bikini Bottom that's just a Final Destination essentially with the 3 houses.
Nice.
That you made or You downloaded.
That
You said you hadn't made any.
Yeah, I have not opened it. But the weirdest one that I have downloaded that I remembered is the DVD logo that just goes
Oh yeah, I saw that.
randomly around the screen.
I thought that was so funny.
It's not even a good DVD logo. It looks like crap, but it
Oh,
was one of the first stages.
That's like, yeah, it's like, well, like one of the first stages that I saw when it, like the day it came out was like Poke Floats. But the Pokemon were
really
so
bad.
bad. But it was just the fact that you could even like somewhat mimic Poke Floats I was happy about. Like I don't even care what it looks like.
I've seen one that's pretty much the whole stage now. They've
Really?
in like 2 weeks or however long it's been, people have really learned how to use that.
That's what I figured would happen. Like, because I feel like Mario Maker kind of went through that same process. Like, at first, people were just like, there is kind of a learning curve, and you have to like actually put in some time to figure out the tool. But like, once you figure out some stuff, and like, it's just like one of those things where people are bouncing ideas off each other. Like, you download someone's stage, and you get a cool idea, and then just like it organically just like grows from there.
Yeah, sometimes too much though. Like, don't move and you win.
I don't know. I like those though in Mario Maker. Like, not
You
if
are
I'm
the scorn of
randomly,
the earth.
not if I'm randomly doing like 100 Mario Life mode or whatever it's called, but it just as a novelty thing.
Yeah, especially with this stage builder, I enjoy that every stage, like you can create an atmosphere now since you can essentially draw with the parts and with the layers. And so even if a bunch of people just make a bunch of like Final Destination or Battlefield type stages, you can still download ones that are cool and like unique in some way just because of the theming. And those are the ones I'd actually use the most anyway.
Right.
And you couldn't really do that in any of the stage builders. So,
well, like also, if you just want like a stage that's super simple where maybe you're not happy with like just the platform setup in the stages that are already made, like you can just make it. Like if there's a stage that you dislike a platform is placed somewhere and you'd rather have it just like 2 feet to the right, you can just make that stage with your own design, you know?
yeah, it's super easy to do something like that if you don't want to get technical with it.
Right.
Which that's what I did in the other stage builders, just platforms.
Right. So yeah, I think it's super cool. I feel like we are only seeing like the beginning of it right now. I feel like it's gonna get like insane. I feel like every single stage that's ever been made that's been in like a previous game will be in Stage Builder, except for the ones that are like constantly scrolling. I don't really know how you would do that, but you can at least get like a still of one of the things, you know.
Yeah, I've already seen people remake all the N64 stages, which even the ones in the game, because the scale of the characters is just slightly different. So they didn't like that. So they remade them with the right scale.
That's cool.
People are ridiculous, but it's for the best.
Yeah. Well, any other stage builder thoughts? Anything else that you saw that different, neat, cool?
If someone wants to build a stage and email it to us or snail mail it to us or tweet it to us, we will 100% play on it and roast it or compliment it.
We'll make a standalone video of that.
Ooh, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Snail mail it to us.
I get an envelope.
Take a picture of the stage ID, print it out, and then mail that. I don't know where you're mailing it to, but you're just mailing it.
Fax it in somehow. We don't have a fax machine.
Our fax number. I'll print it out with my Game Boy camera.
There you go.
You should make a Pewter City gym stage.
I guarantee that already exists, but I wonder if I
I
could
don't like
just make.
I'm trying to like think of how
I
that
could
would.
just do Pewter City, and you could do the overhead view, and wherever the like cliffs were, those could be platforms because there are
That's
some
what I was
cliffs, I
thinking.
think.
That's what I was thinking, like with the gym, like a top-down view, and like where Brock is would be like obviously like the top. I don't know.
I might try that. I might.
There
We'll
you
see.
go. That could be your claim to fame on the Stage Builder Network.
I'm sure it's already exists, but we'll see.
And people will see that it's made by Brock.
No, they won't. They'll
Oh,
see it's by a secret name, which
let's see.
is secret.
Yep. That's only on all of our other videos while we're playing in NES mode.
Ah, crap.
Well, yeah, Stage Builder's awesome. Joker also got released for Smash. His kit
Hilarious.
is very cool.
His kit?
Yes, his kit.
Are we
I think I've
talking
said this
about?
before, and we've already talked about this.
Are we talking about like his costumes? Because the fact that he has a schoolboy outfit makes him for me.
That's your is that your go-to?
Oh, 100%. I've never played as whatever the other
You
weird
don't like his mask? You don't like his
No.
persona?
I like a what do I call him?
A
A
schoolboy?
dignified fighter. Someone with
I like
class.
schoolboys.
I do, but more like schoolmen.
He's dignified.
He is dignified.
He's just trying to get by. He's just a high schooler trying to get by in the world.
Actually, he kind of reminds me of Light from Death Note in that outfit, so I pretend that he's essentially
Yeah.
Light into his Shimigami. And
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's actually a pretty good parallel.
aside
Wait
from
for
the fact,
Smash.
Light for Smash, confirmed. Death Note for Smash. Be like Robin with the book of spells. But then everyone just dies.
Everyone just like clutches their chest and like falls to the ground.
You won't specify how you die, so they'll just die of a heart attack.
Ryu just punches
no, they'll jump off the stage.
Oh,
So obvious.
That's a specified. You'd actually have to
That's like a
take the time to
grab.
write that.
maybe that's like a grab, or like maybe like a side smash could be like,
How are you gonna grab someone and then they jump off the stage? What does
I don't
that
know,
mean?
like Ryu could come and like grab them and then
Oh, so
like
he would be doing it.
yeah,
I see.
and then like maybe a side smash could be like, you know how that one where he like wrote down that he would get hit by a car, like a truck just like comes and smashes.
But all the
into you.
moves are
Captain
instantaneous.
from
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. And then his taunt would obviously be, I take a potato chip and eat it.
Yes.
Another one could be like his evil laugh at the very end when they finally catch him.
He's like feeding Ryuk like apple for one.
Weren't we gonna have an episode where we just made up characters and
Oh yeah.
We said we were gonna do that for Pixar. We should actually just expand that out to like we should just come up with 1,000,000 characters, put them in a hat, and like give it to everyone at the beginning of the week or something. And then on Thursday when we do the podcast, like you've had enough time to digest and like come up with a solid move set for.
I don't think we even need that. I think we could BS
Do it all on the spot.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing it right now, so why not?
Well, let's do that. Let's at some point let's make a list of just
Characters.
characters from everything.
Got it.
Assign a number to it, and then on the podcast, random number generator. That's what you get.
I don't know. I like the hat idea better, but we'll
Okay.
figure out something. It's
Yeah,
coming.
I'll have you draw a thing out of a hat virtually.
So yeah, what you actually like Joker's moveset?
I just think I feel like it's different because I feel like he's kind of a mix of melee and also range, which I feel like is cool. Like I know all the competitive people are gonna be like, no, you're wrong. He can only fight a certain way. But filthy casual like me, I don't know. I see his gun and I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's good for range. And then like he also has like his little knife thing, which is good for up close. So it's just like I feel like it's a good mix.
I just think he's better Bayonetta. That's pretty much how I see him.
Yeah,
He's got
I mean he has like his gun, which I feel like is the exact same as Bayonetta.
He gets wings. Um,
the dodging with the gun is pretty unique. That's what I use when I play with him a good amount.
Yeah.
His smash attacks don't hurt nearly as much unless you've got the is it persona behind it.
I like that mechanic too. I like how his little meter charges up. That like and that kind of reminds me of either like a character that has that mechanic, like a Cloud or like a Little Mac or something. You can't sit and charge it,
Yeah.
but it charges over time or whatever when you get hit.
I thought you could charge it. I thought there was a way you could charge it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
Down
like
B. I can't remember what down B does when you don't have your persona.
Yeah,
Maybe it does. Maybe yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Maybe it does
he
charge you for
charges.
something.
He,
Or like your
I mean, it
next
fills
couple
up.
attacks do something.
Yeah, I know it fills up like when you're attacking people, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to charge it too.
So we've all played Joker a ton. Got it.
Yeah, not a ton, but at least to know some stuff about him.
I just watched the release video.
I like, when you get his persona, then you do down B.
Yeah.
I really like that. How if it's like a range, if it's like a projectile coming at you and you use it, it reflects it. But if it's a melee thing, it counters it.
Yeah, that's very versatile. I'm not one for counters, but that's definitely like a must use if you're going to be good, I think, with him.
So yeah, I like him. His like all the artwork and all like the little things that they added to him, I feel like it is like perfect.
Not even the little things. Now, let me tell you about the stage I can't remember the name of right now. I love that stage.
Yeah.
I think it is literally the greatest thing ever. Its platforms are not Battlefield, but they're not annoying.
Right.
Its gimmick is not something that directly influences the battle. It's indirectly because it changes the place you can get kills, I guess. But so you can still play through it, right? But it affects the battle. That is ideal in my mind, and it can't hurt you. And then on top of all of that is the fact that it changes colors, and those colors are so vibrant and nice. It's like my number one stage right now. What are we watching?
I'm trying to look up what Joker's down B was. It's just bothering me at this point.
Well, it talks about his gauge closer to the top and how it fills up.
Yeah, but that's just saying it passively fills up. It just charges it, basically.
Okay. So we were wrong. I was wrong.
It's not very much, though. But yeah, I like how on the stage the music affects the color.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a dumb thing to like, but I really like how the yellow version looks and the red version looks.
I think they all look brilliant, and since I play mostly like on random, I guess I never know what I'm gonna choose or what music it's gonna have, and therefore what it's gonna choose. So
right,
I enjoy it a lot.
Sounds almost like Fantasia or something. Like
Fantasia?
Have you ever seen Fantasia?
I mean, yes, but
well, like I'm thinking about how there's one in particular where I feel like the music changes and like the color changes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Maybe you need to rewatch Fantasia.
Oh wait, no. It was actually this artist. His
Walt
last name is
Disney?
no. His last name is
Fish and chips.
Fishinger. Um,
I'm not familiar with the work of Kissinger, but I know
I'll send you something.
he is no one compared to Walter Elias Disney.
What is
Let me tell you.
Is that his name?
Fishinger? Oscar
Yeah.
Fishinger.
Oscar Fishinger.
Not Oscar Wilde.
Not Oscar Wilde.
Oscar Fishinger.
Well, and okay, he influenced Fantasia.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
In
I
a
didn't think that
roundabout
that
way,
was-
yes. We're back to Fantasia.
Anyway,
Did you know Fantasia was a flop for the Disney studios and almost ended up closing Disney? Now you know.
I feel like you're one of those like top 10 Disney facts that no one has ever known. Videos
Oh
on
man, I'm
YouTube.
subscribed to about 4 of those channels. They're
That
terrible.
doesn't even surprise me.
We might be better than them, and yet I watch them.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll admit it. It's essentially Disney, but Japanese, but with schoolboys, and yeah, I
Would
still
you,
can't remember the name.
I'm doubtful at this point if Persona 5 will come to Switch.
I thought they
getting-
based
We're getting that weird I can't
Persona
remember.
5S, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember the full title, but it's basically like what is it? Like I think it's in the same style like Hyrule Warriors. What is that? Regardless, it's not the normal game. But if the normal game actually did come to Switch, would you get it? Would you play it? Based off
I
scene of Joker like right now. Is it captivating enough to suck you into that universe?
No, because I know I don't like the type of game it is.
True.
So
Yeah.
that's
If it was a different style of game, but with the
Oh.
same artwork, would you?
I love the art and the music. Yeah, that's very unique. It's just
Hmm.
type of game, not mine.
Right.
And it's not the high school dating simulator part. It's the other part that I know I wouldn't like.
The turn
I'm
based
all
stuff.
about high school dating simulators, whatever.
me
people
too.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Well, anything else about Joker you guys want to talk about?
no.
He looks most fly in his black suit.
Okay. Can we all agree on that? I mean, come on. Before we end this podcast, I gotta talk about this Microsoft article because I just thought this was hilarious. So, like, Microsoft came out with official examples of like trash talk that are acceptable online because obviously they're trying to get like toxic culture away from their platform. But they came out with all these like negative examples, like obviously like sexual threats, profanity, racial slurs, like all this just like blatantly obvious stuff. And then they came out with these examples of things that are acceptable to say, and they are hilarious.
That was some serious potato aim. Get
Yeah.
wrecked.
Get
So-
wrecked.
I'm loving the ad lib. What is it called? Mad libs type fill in the blanks.
That's like what it is. It's like
So, and
I
I'm
feel like
filling them in completely the wrong way. It's great.
like this top one. Get destroyed. Can't believe you thought you were on my level. Imagine some kid saying that. I can't believe you thought you were on my level. I can't believe like they let this one like come through. It says that sucked. Get good and then come back when your K to D is over 1. I just was surprised they were like, I guess it says that sucked, but like that's pretty much like, hey, you suck.
Ooh, this says, of course, feel free to mix and match to create your own acceptable insults.
Cheap win, kid. Though you're not on my level, get wrecked.
See? Easy.
I'm gonna start using that whenever I go online on Nintendo. I'm
Get
gonna try
destroyed.
I'm gonna try to bring that over from Microsoft.
I'm gonna call everybody kid.
This is what they should have on Mario Kart on the lobby. You know, you have the pre-made phrases you can say. They just need to chop all these up and use these. That was some serious potato aim.
You spent all game camping.
Get wrecked.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I think get wrecked is literally up here a bracket sexual threat.
It's just like, what? I really actually do want to start saying some of these. That was some serious potato aim. That was the funniest one to me. Are you guys gonna get mad at me if I keep saying that?
Probably.
That was some serious potato aim.
Knowing you, you'll say it to the point where I'll start getting mad.
Excellent.
All I know is none of these come even close to the trash talk of Mario Kart, which is saying I'm a little nervous all the time, and then killing people right
Yeah, it's one of those.
I'm using tilt controls. I'm a little nervous.
One of those too, always.
See,
and then waiting at the finish line with a green shell, and then then hitting second place, and then finishing the race.
That I'm not sure I've been that good, but
I've never done that, but I've seen the videos, and it's kind of crazy that people are that good.
Yeah,
also like go easy on me or something.
Yeah, go easy on me.
Right. So
I'm a little nervous.
Those are the 3 options.
See, Nintendo allows you to express your real feelings. These right here, these aren't about feeling. They're just mindless words. But I'm a little nervous says so much.
That is true. All the Microsoft ones are like very confident. I guess they're specifically talking about trash talking.
I'm a little nervous is 100% trash talk. What are you talking about?
I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna wreck you.
Nervousness is a trash feeling that should be abolished.
I guess that's true.
I'm a little nervous about your potato aim. You're gonna get
that was some serious potato aim.
Are you using tilt controls?
Get wrecked, potato aim.
I'm using tilt controls because you can't handle my level. You're not on my level.
You can't handle my potato aim. All right, we about wrapping this up.
Yeah, bye.
See ya, bye, potato aim. I'm tired of your potato aim.
Okay, well, on that note.
I think we're good. I think we've really enlightened the public on some things today.
Like potatoes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Potatoes in all sorts of ways. I think this podcast is really just about potatoes, honestly.
Well, I mean, our 4th member is
it?
Yeah.
And then you remember when you got the potato in the mail? Now we're talking about potatoes.
What?
It's all.
That's true.
It's all potatoes. I think if there's one recurring thing besides Nintendo, it's potatoes.
You know, I think it's time for me to redo my studio. So instead of having this blank wall behind me, I should just have a wall of potatoes.
Yes. All thanks
Mm.
potatoes.
Just super glue potatoes to your wall.
Like
Or
very,
nail them in.
very like
Yeah,
fancy
nail.
pictures
Come
of
on.
potatoes.
I can take those pictures for you.
Put like a
Brock.
potato in like a dark room and like just shine a light on it. And
I
then
can- I
take a
can
picture
make-
of it.
I can make silver gelatin darkroom prints of a potato. They'll be beautiful. And you can hang them in your house.
It'll be just as beautiful as the other picture you've given to me.
You can go in the bathroom.
Great. That's where my artwork belongs.
All right, and with that,
Okay, goodbye.
that's going to do it for us. This was episode 14 of the Fourshade Studios podcast. You can catch this on all things Fourshade Studios, YouTube,
Spotify, Twitter,
iTunes, all those things.
We have
Your
a
local
website.
PBS station.
Yes. And
FOURSHADE studios.com.
once again, this episode was sponsored by no one.
And
Get all your
viewers
nothing
like you.
with them.
Sponsored by Alaska, the only place where we get views.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.